The revolving prison door set a record when a New Jersey man robbed the same shoe store he had robbed in 1999, a day after he was let out of prison. 40-year-old Christopher M. Miller was released from Southwood State Prison in March of this year, but apparently unbeknownst to him, he robbed the exact same store he had robbed 15 years prior, Stride Rite in Tom's Bank. According to a New York Post interview with Miller, he was released with only 2 bus tickets and no cash. Released New Jersey inmates are only given cash if they have any in their prison accounts, but was told to go directly to the city of Red Bank in order to meet with his parole officer. However, Miller says that the 2 bus tickets were not enough to bring him the 110 miles to Red Bank, so he spoke with the parole officer over the phone. Miller said the parole officer started, quote, getting snippy with me. Once you do that, I'm the kind of person that I turn it off. That's when Miller decided to go pick a spot to rob. However, he first walked for 20 miles because he had no money or family help and somehow ended up back at the same Stride Rite store, which he promptly robbed. Miller stole $389 and the 2 employees' cell phones before scampering off. He was quickly caught, though, because he was on foot and had blisters on his feet from walking about most of the day. One of the employees was the same woman he had robbed in 1999, proving that things haven't changed much for either of them. When asked by the New York Post about why he robbed the same store, he said he didn't even realize he was holding up the same location. It was pure coincidence, he said. Miller even added, quote, it seemed kind of funny afterwards. Apparently, Miller has quite a rap sheet extending back to his teenage years when he spent half a year in a youth correctional facility. Shoplifting and burglaries were his specialty. Does the state of New Jersey want Miller to find a job, a place to live, pay taxes, and not rob or steal anymore? Because if they do, they certainly have a stupid way of going about it. Miller had no family or outside contacts when he was released after 15 years inside. No money to buy some food or seek shelter, and no employment prospects. If the state of New Jersey wanted him to show up to his mandatory appointment with his parole officer and keep his nose clean. While Miller made the decision to rob the shoe store, New Jersey did not help him one iota in beginning a new, law-abiding life. In fact, it seems that New Jersey would prefer he return to prison and keep the recidivism rate high so as to ensure the many high-paying prison jobs stay intact. Miller might be unaware of his surroundings, i.e. desperate and or unlucky, but the state of New Jersey is just as daft, or intentional, in not lifting a finger to help Miller turn his life around, or at least steer him away from committing another crime.